All right, we are back with another edition. I love 90s music. Everybody's back up in here. How's everybody been?
Good.
All right. Woke up this morning. I can't complain.
Still breathing.
I feel like it.
So let's jump right into it since we've already talked about this topic. One of our listeners hit us up and said the best underrated R&B 90s singer. I'll extend to the 80s too if we want to do that just to kind of spice it up since everybody kind of had a consensus earlier. Let's throw the 80s in there too. And we say the most underrated 80s, 90s, or maybe one in the 80s, one in the 90s if y'all want to kind of answer it like that.
But female, right?
Female, yes. Female.
Yeah, that's female singer.
So 90s, I'm definitely going to Mia.
Yeah, I definitely say Tamia for the 90s.
And for the Deborah Cox. But we were talking, Stacey was going to say, but I do understand what you were saying earlier about she still found fame elsewhere.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Tamia, she known as Grant Hill wife. I guess it was
right. My exes always say that she was the reason that Grant Hill stayed on the injured list. Like,
I just said that too.
Every time it get better, she come out with some new little shorts on. Now he got to stay at home a little bit longer.
Like, damn, every day I got to fight to prove my love.
But that's a hell of a backup plan, though, having a husband that's made millions.
The Hall of Fame, future Hall of Fame.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, just Grant, my guy.
Definitely think Tamia
goes for people.
He's also the most underrated player in the 90s, too. If you want to, even if they both the most underrated in their prospective fields in the 90s.
I don't know, because Grant Hill was deemed the next Mike until he
started. Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And he got injured. That's my point.
He got injured, so the rating drops. Rightfully.
Well, no. Like, Tamia got sick, and that's the reason her career didn't go as well either. So they both got messed up.
Hey, couldn't be at the top, but you still a consistent, contributing consistently, with solid work. For the 80s, for me, I like what's that chick name? Her name was Melissa Morgan.
I don't even know who that is.
She
used to work with Kashif.
Yeah, be with Kashif. She damn, what's the name of that song? Because Immature redid it on Field of Funk, the original of what they sampled. I forgot the name of it. Love something. Her and Kashif and Fool's Paradise. She had like a few hits in the 80s. She had a few hits in the 80s. She redid Do Me Baby, the Prince. She redid that Prince song, Do Me Baby.
Yeah, Melissa Morgan.
I write her down, look her up.
Yeah, no, she has an unsung too, though, Stacey, if you want to peep it.
Yeah, I always love her voice.
You know what? I sleep on unsung. Like, I will watch it, and then, like, there'll be somebody coming on that I want to see, and I'll watch it, and then I'll forget about the show altogether. It's I do not consistently watch unsung like I need to.
I watch all of them, even if I don't even know who it is.
Yeah.
I watch everyone.
Doing that. And that's how I got hip to Betty Wright. I didn't know she was that young when she
was
we
talked about before.
Yeah.
No, it's even
she
crazy.
Was 16 as a cleanup woman.
And was she did we talk about that she died? You just bring her up and then she ended up dying after you brought her up.
No, she was already passed. She had already passed when we brought her up.
I think she had passed.
Yeah, she just
okay.
Yeah, she had just recently passed.
You have me thinking, who is an underrated 80s?
I'm gonna go Sherelle.
Yeah. Her and Alexander O'Neal had some hits.
Yeah, she is.
And Angela Winbush.
Angela Winbush is another good one.
Okay, what's the criteria?
Your major ones in the 80s is gonna be Janet Whitney. I'm trying to think who else.
Anita Baker, Sade.
Yeah, those are your main stars. Where like they Sherelle ain't gonna sell out the Scott Trade. You know what I'm saying? Sade gonna come and even today, Anita Baker gonna do that.
Sherelle gonna do the pageant.
No, she ain't gonna do the pageant. She doing the ambassador.
She's gonna do the ambassador. Yeah, she's gonna do the ambassador.
But is that? I don't know. I guess I don't know. I guess that's a tough one for me to say if she's underrated. Do you think what she produced was on the level of them other people? And it just didn't catch? Now that'd be, I would say, more underrated than somebody that just, it's because it's different tiers to everything.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I think I don't know. Now I get. I don't know.
I mean, you could throw Karen White in there too.
Yeah.
Karen White. What about Jody Watley?
I was gonna say Jody Watley.
Jody Watley.
Jody Watley had been.
She
So
was a
is it,
superstar for
are
a
we counting
split.
Jody Watley though on just on her solo tip? Because she was with who? She was with
Shalimar.
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 And her biggest songs with Shalimar though. So, I mean, let's be for real.
Yeah.
No. What's her big single?
Oh man.
Pure Love. Was that her? No,
That little up joint beat.
Looking for a real.
Real love.
That's her.
That was a pop single.
Yeah, it was.
It's bigger than everything Shalimar did, I think.
Really?
But culturally, no. But I mean, we talk about stuff.
Yeah, I mean, she also won a Grammy for Best New Artist. That was the only Grammy she got as a solo artist too. I mean,
What about Stephanie Mills as far as 80s?
Okay.
Is she
Diana
underrated
Ross
though?
Diana Ross messed up her career though, but that's all
I
another thing.
think she would be because she's not mentioned, but she has a
I
body
just-
of work and the voice to go with the Anitas and shit like that. You know what I mean?
I'm like, well then hell, you throw in what's her name, Regina Bell?
I was thinking
How
Regina
much-
Bell.
Yeah, Regina Bell.
Well, I'm throwing in Stephanie Mills. I'm throwing in.
Regina Bell. Definitely Regina Bell.
I think in the 80s compared to the 90s, I think in the 80s you had a lot of female singers who really could sing,
That's true.
but just could not get over a hump for whatever reason, right? So I think there's a ton. Think of Vesta Williams. Like there's a lot.
That's
Um,
I mean, really, Janet Jackson and Whitney Houston really clogged that lane up, boy. They really clogged that lane.
Mickey Howard.
Yeah, they was letting nobody breathe, boy. Janet and Whitney wouldn't let nobody breathe in the 80s, boy.
Paula Abdul came through the back door.
Yeah. she came through that Jackson. She came through that Janet, that Michael Jackson.
The Jacksons and the lights.
Yeah, because she was the holler Jackie. She's Jackie's girlfriend.
Yeah, and she was. Yeah.
So
and
she
was
came
a
into
like
the
a
back.
girl.
Yeah, that's how Jackie met her.
Choreographing for Janet. So
And she choreographed the Jackson's video. The Jackson's video.
Yeah,
for
she
Torture.
choreographed Paula Abdul.
For Torture.
Most of, I think, what Janet's whole first album, Paula Abdul choreographed that, right?
Yep.
And that's why I was telling people, you got to put some respect on Paula Abdul's name now. You got to put it out there. But I think, if you either at that time, either you were in Janet's lane or you were in Whitney's lane because they weren't the same at all, right?
But they clogged it up.
Gonna be a singing ass singer or a dancing ass singer.
Right, that's it.
Look, but they clogged it up though. But they clogged up them lanes though, boy. They will let nobody breathe.
Yeah.
One of them cars that's in their lane, but they still kind of.
That's why Mariah had to come out so hard.
She came into the MTV gate. She came to the MTV though lane. That new lane that was open up, that new POV, the new POV lane. That was on. They opened up.
I don't know. 80s. I think there's a lot. And all of them are on Unsung. Just watch Unsung and you Or like I said, 90s, definitely I'm rolling with Tamia Tough because she consistently put out great stuff. I mean, even with just on Q's Juke Joint with You Put a Move on My Heart, you would think that single alone would have, for me it did, like it made me definitely want to hear a lot more from her, which made me buy the first album, which I love. And I think she just never got, I mean, hell, even shit, Nick Fabulous did the
remake Into You
song, but then who sang? But somebody else sang the hook, didn't they? Who sang the hook?
No, she was in the video. She sung it.
No, she was on the hook. It was still her.
No. The original, there was an original version that was leaked around that didn't have her on there.
Oh, okay.
She's right.
That's what I'm.
But they released it with her because at first it was like Ashanti or somebody. Originally.
Right.
Oh, okay. I never heard that. I never heard the original.
Yeah,
so Into You. The established.
Ashanti's on
the original version.
I thought she was the one who did it, the remix or the one with Fab.
No. She did, but then they came back and they was like, "Oh, it's popping." They brought Tamia and redid it.
Yeah, they released it with Tamia on it.
Yep.
Oh, they released it with Tamia on it.
Yeah, because she's in the video.
You would have thought that would have done it. Like, okay, throw a little something in there. But no, she just, I do know that. So there is for whatever reason, Tamia just never caught on. I don't know why. She put on the shorts.
She got the shorts on. She showed the freckles.
Right, what y'all want from? She got the shorts on and she walking down the street.
I think Jay was saying earlier. He was saying he brought up. I believe that was him that said he brought up Deborah Cox. Or was that you, Scott?
No, that was Jay.
Jay brought up Deborah Cox, but what I said was that Deborah still found fame
So that house music.
with the house music,
acting as well. So
Yeah, because she's on Broadway and stuff too.
Yeah, because she was on Broadway. She played Whitney on Broadway, didn't she? Or the Bodyguard.
See, I think we maybe we don't fuck with Canadians. Don't know.
wait, what's guys say? They walk so Drake can run.
Don't fuck with.
Hell, man,
we don't like light-skinned, pretty Canadian women for some reason. Don't know why. Don't know, but both of them, and then even the video of them circulating right now with them singing "Count on Me" together. It's like it's like you watching that and listening to them sing, and y'all like, you see these two beautiful women singing their asses off, and y'all don't fuck with them. Okay.
What more do they have to do?
What else do they have to do? What more do you want from me? What do we have to do?
What? Why do you?
I'm not singing my ass off. I'm just singing my ass off, and nope, not when I'm fucking with it. Don't want that. Can't have none of that shit.
But I'll say, as far as groups,
that's also say groups. I was gonna ask groups next.
Janae in the '90s. I don't think they get the love they deserve as far as '90s.
I mean, their first album,
female.
their first two albums are dope. Their two albums, they kind of dope.
I think, was it Google I was looking at? Because somebody was asking about how Neo Soul started. And if you Google it, it mentions them about how they were kind of like that first little piece of Neo Soul. And then
I always thought it was Erykah Badu, though. I thought because Keto Massenberg is the one that
D'Angelo.
Right?
So that's what it says, though. So it says that Janae, and it had somebody else was listening. I can't think of who it was now. We're kind of like that introduction. But 97 comes Erykah Badu and D'Angelo, and that's when it becomes more popular, more mainstream. But those roots go back to Janae, and I'm like, that's an interesting take on it.
Yeah, I got to hear everything. I didn't really dive into Janae. You know, the singles was about it for me. So I don't know if I could say they are or aren't or did or didn't start that sound. But I'm going to check it out, though, most definitely.
Yeah, no, because the interesting thing is that the first Janae album is produced by KG from Naughty by Nature. So I wonder.
Hey, he in his bag.
Hey, Tony, on the Lolo, he's one that don't produce on the Lolo, ain't he?
Yeah.
He did Jaheim. He did Next.
Yeah, he discovered Next, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was the producer, too.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm going to tell you who else was dope with that from the hip-hop side. I always bring this up. Jazzy Jeff. He did Jill Scott's first album.
He did.
I thought the nigga just could scratch. Yeah. A Touch of Jazz, that's his production company.
Okay.
Yeah. Another hip hop dude is Eddie F too.
Oh yeah.
Eddie F.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So other groups, you had Janae. What about Jade?
I was gonna say Jade. I was gonna bring it up. I was gonna bring up Jade.
So did they get overshadowed by In Vogue? Did In Vogue clog up their situation?
Nah, because they're different.
I say SWV kind of got Jade.
I'll take that. I'll take that battle. I'll take that bet. Is that SWV took it away from Jade because Jade could. I mean, they sang, but they weren't on an In Vogue level, right? The only other
Jade can sing though. Like everybody can sing. And Jade, SWV is only Coco and two other chicks.
They could, but they weren't singing like In Vogue was singing. The only people singing like In Vogue was singing was Brownstone.
I'm talking about compared to the SWV. I'm talking about like all three of them can sing.
Well, yeah, compared to SWV, yeah. So, yeah. So, but I think, yeah, Jade's first album, Jade to the Max, had some hits on there. And
Jade to the Max got some hits on there.
Got some hits.
It's got some hits.
Don't Walk Away.
Drums are just so crazy.
There you go.
Jay, Stacey, you brought up Brownstone.
Put on a cut-off sweatshirt right now.
You brought up Brownstone, Stacey. Well,
Brownstone.
What about them?
Singing ass women. Brownstone is three women that sound like a whole church choir.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, they did, man. They had some powerful voices.
TV, be like, wait a minute, it's only three of them? Because
Like,
it
it's
sounds
just
like the
3 of them?
Mississippi Mass Choir is up there, but no, it's just the two of them. So it's, I don't know what the hell happened. Because didn't they switch a girl out?
Oh no, they had a whole bunch of
Right.
internal beef, man. They was beefing hard, man.
Yeah, I didn't know
They
what
was
happened
beefing
to
real
them.
hard.
They only had what,
switched
like
out
2 albums or 3 albums?
three. But so they kept switching out girls. So like the light skinned cute one, little short one, she like played like she had mono, and they come to some shows because she was getting into it with the main girl, the one that was on Divas.
Okay. One of them was on Martin. She was on the episode of Martin
That's
too.
the same one. That's the same one. Yep.
Okay.
And then they was getting into it. She left the group. Then they brought the other girl in, and then it was just just internal turmoil, man. I think that girl Nikki got some issues. Potential. I mean, that's what it seemed like. Everybody beef with her. Kind of how Drew Hill's right now, where it's just Cisco and 2 niggas from Playa.
Hey, and I saw an ad for the 112 Jagged Edge. I didn't know the other 2 dudes from 112 was gone because I just saw.
Oh, they steady beefing.
When I saw 2 other niggas in the middle, I was like, "Who is this dude?"
I thought that was Slim. Wait a minute, hold on. I saw that picture and I'm like, wait a minute, Slim looking chubby. Who is that? Wait a minute.
It's just the 2 original ones on the outside and the 2 in the inside are the new dudes with the box. One of them got like a box and the other one got like dreads or something.
Yeah, no, this is the thing. They've been beefing for about over 10 or 15 years.
Yeah, them niggas 56 now.
Yeah.
And they ain't 112. It's half of them niggas.
Exactly.
Yeah, Q, that's the other dark skin, because it's basically the light skin against the dark skin.
Yeah, Q, which one took the name though? Who took the name? I think it was Duran.
I think it's Duran. Is Duran and Slim? No, is it Duran and Q? Or
it might be Duran and Q. It might be
Duran and Q, and then it's Mike and Slim.
Slim.
Yeah.
I don't know none. I know Slim's name, and I can point him out in the lineup.
And Q too, though. I think you can say Q. You would know Q, I think too.
Did you ever listen to 112?
Oh, I love that 112. I bought their last album.
Stacey.
Yeah.
But that's they always say that Q, Mike, Slim, Duran. Like,
don't give a damn. I was not. I didn't care about none. Nigga, just sing the song. I didn't really care about nobody's names. Like I said, I knew Slim's name. And that's it. And plus, I didn't think any of them was really cute either. So it was definitely not in my best interest to learn anybody's name. I wasn't going to be hopping in nobody's DMs or sending fan mail to nobody in 112.
Did we know Slim because he sang lead on damn near every song?
that was the genius of Puff.
Right, and he was tall and lanky. So like it just kind of made sense. Just kind of worked out for him. That's what his name was. I was not, like I said, I listened to the songs, don't know nobody's damn name. And I'm better for it.
Maybe them other boys sing their ass off.
Oh, Q can sing though too. Q can sing too. I know that.
I'm saying like the other 3. Slim is the worst singer, but he's the lead singer because of his delivery.
That whining, that high
stands out. So you know what I'm saying? Everybody else, they good, but it don't stand out enough.
Like a young yodel. You gotta throw that yodel in there.
It sounds like he got through puberty and everybody else grown already.
Mike, think about them niggas sitting here. Niggas have some grown voices. So I think that's like the genius of groups. If you think about all of the groups, the one with the better delivery is the standout, not necessarily the most talented. You think about Bun B and Pimp C. Pimp C is the standout, but Bun B's the more lyrical one. 8Ball is the standout. MJG is more lyrical. Like the groups are always made up like that because it's about delivery.
Kind of like with Total, they usually had Pam singing.
Hey,
Pam singing the most.
But is she the best one? Shit, I don't know. Yeah, that's how them groups work, man. It's like shit.
I mean, since we brought up Total, what about Total for the 90s?
Are they underrated?
I don't think they're underrated.
I don't think they'll be underrated. I don't know.
Are they underrated?
Are they right where they should be?
I think they're right where they should.
Where they're supposed to be.
I think they right mid-tier.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, for what they produce, I think they are where they are supposed to be. They definitely get a mention. I mean, hell, they was with Puffy. Puffy is poison. And what can you do? That's it. I mean, I think shit. I just who the ones married to Omar Epps? Keisha with Omar Epps. I saw Pam last year randomly at this. I had a coworker invited me to like this Christian women's conference thing.
Yeah, she's very heavy Christian now.
Yeah, so, and she just randomly was there. It wasn't even a big conference. Like, it was a small little thing, and she was there and got up and was giving her testimony. And I was like, is that Pam?
Like, man, if she don't do that little hop.
Man,
even more crazier though. So the girl Symphonique Brown, that's that married the dude that dude used to be in Pretty Ricky before they blew up. That's her ex-husband.
That's her ex.
Oh.
So when people was like, why Pam saying something? And that's what I was telling people. I'm like, look, I just saw this woman at this conference. She ain't on no fuck shit. I'm like, if she's saying that, I'm like, I said, and again, I mean, I haven't spent time with the woman, like quality time, but based on what I saw from her that day, if she was willing to step up and say, this young lady is making a mistake, she should not be with it, it's not a good idea, that was genuine. It wasn't no hating her heart. It was looking out and being like, hey, this is not a good look for you. You don't do this. Don't be with him. So it's crazy that that's who she ended up with. Like, the world is so, as big as the world is, it's small as hell. People just end up, how the hell they end up together? Like, it's insane.
And then Keisha, Andre wrote a whole half of a song about Keisha on the Love Below.
Right.
Oh, really?
That was his girlfriend, was Keisha. That was the one that made him go crazy, getting that he claims that's the one that made him start going crazy. Was Keisha.
Oh, damn. I didn't know that.
I thought it was Erica, huh? But it was
he talks about it. Go back and listen to that last song, Untitled, on the Love Below, where he's rapping. He's talking about Keisha.
Oh,
damn.
Never knew
That's
that.
Keisha. He's like, I was with this girl from this R&B group you might know. And he talks about Keisha.
Okay. I never really put it together, though.
It's Keisha from Total he talking about.
When you just let 3 Stacks rhyme, you just like to listen to the story.
No, listen to the beginning of that story. And because he ended up going like celibate, all kind of crazy. That's when he started going crazy on ATLs because of Keisha.
Wow.
And she left him to go get with Omar Epps.
Wow.
And then Omar Epps left her and got with Shania Lathan and then got back with Keisha.
Wow.
I think it was in too deep.
And now Andre, and we still ain't got an Andre 3 Stacks solo album.
Still.
A little below, I guess.
Like, all this time, everybody been blaming Erica.
No, it's Keisha from Total.
They've been blaming Erica all these years.
It's Keisha. He said it himself on the song, so I don't even know. A lot of people, if you listen, you be like, dude, he says it on there.
Wow. I never knew. I never knew.
Yeah.
I always get when I talk to y'all.
That has been.
And he says in interviews, if you go back and start Googling it after you figure out the trail, he talks about, I'm celibate right now because this relationship I was in that I just left with somebody that was in this popular group. He never says her name, though. But if you put it together, it's Keisha from Total.
Damn, Keish. You got to stay away from these girls.
Dude went celibate for a year because of her.
I don't want to have that kind of box that makes a man, after we're done, he don't want no more box from anybody.
So I guess Erykah Badu got him after and just healed him.
Yeah. He was already
Badu
going
was the
crazy,
healer.
though. That's the thing, though. He wasn't going crazy. He was already kind of expressing his creativity
You know what?
out
No.
like that.
Was Erica before that?
No.
I would say
Keisha.
after.
Keisha was with him right after, during Southern Playalistic.
Yeah. Because Erica was with him after ATLians. Like, right
during ATLians. Like right when ATLians was
and
jumping
Badu
out, he
is
got with her.
Okay,
Yep.
but I'm tripping.
Yeah, because she was what, 90?
Story
97, 96.
I think like 96,
96.
97, because she's pregnant with 7 in Other Side of the Game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So question. So basically, he just told the story later.
He told the story about his whole love life. And that last song, he talking about his whole love life.
Okay. All right, I got it.
He's talking about, he's like, then he said, I went to this woman, her name, Erica on her own Badu. He's talking about Keisha, everything before that.
Yeah. Yeah, now you said, I'm kind of going back to the song because I'm a 3 Stacks fan, yeah. But I remember him saying he was with a chick in an R&B group. I just never put it together. I'm just letting him say it like he met a gypsy that night.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What's some other weird couples that I may not know about? I never knew about this shit.
Shit, I didn't know until I saw Unsung that Play was married to the chick that played Lisa McDowell. They were married in real life.
Yeah.
I think I found it out on there too.
Yeah, I didn't know that. They were married for like maybe like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, they got a shorty and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm finna do that.
I don't know.
Y'all gotta,
I think when I saw Heavy D's documentary, his baby mama, it's not a crazy thing, but his baby mama is a chef. She's actually a famous chef. I'd seen her on Top Chef, and when they were, so when they were doing, when I saw the Heavy D Unsung, and then I saw her talk, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, I know her from somewhere. I'm like, I'm not crazy. And it's like, but even during that, she doesn't talk about being a chef or anything like that, right? She just talks about their relationship and them having a child. And I'm like, okay, I'm not nuts. When I went and looked her up, I'm like, damn. And even on Top Chef, she never mentioned that's who the father of her child was, right? And it's one of those, you kind of appreciate that. It's like, not necessarily that it was shade, but that's not, I don't want y'all to know me.
Know me as
what's her own identity,
baby mama.
Right. I'm like, I know me for my food and not for that. But yeah, she was dope on Top Chef. I think she was I want to say she made it to the finals.
Wow. So
of it.
Right. We were talking about hip hop producers that, produced shit that we didn't know of. I didn't know Heavy was a producer, and he smoked Guns N' Roses, man. That's one of my favorite Jay-Z songs. That'd be crazy as shit, man. That fucked me up.
Heavy
I
was.
say, what kind of nigga's Jay-Z? Let me get Heavy D to do the beat. Let me call Lenny Kravitz.
Let me get Lenny Kravitz.
Right. Like, bro, what the fuck is you on?
When he's saying it's a Heavy D production, you bastards.
I was like, really?
Hey, Heavy D, I ain't gonna lie, Heavy D was one of my favorite rappers. Like,
Heavy was,
because he was like one of them dudes you could play around your mom and your grandma because he didn't.
I was just about to say there was one of the few rap albums, if not the only, that I was able to have as a kid.
You know what?
I told you, grandma used to run out to Ventures and bring me back stuff, but I definitely had Heavy D and the Boys.
Heavy D
which
and
is
the Boys.
why. So the song "Girls They Love Me," I know the words to that.
Oh man!
Because grandma bought me that tape, and I was able to play it around her.
Hey,
his reggae album was pretty dope too, though. His reggae album was dope too.
Hey, I remember his
What a
reggae.
bad hell is that nigga, man? Like,
hey, that What a Bad Hell was dope.
yeah, he was fly. He's a big nigga that was quick on his feet.
When it comes to the big dudes, to me, in my opinion, he was flyer than Biggie, man.
Absolutely.
Because he could dance and he was just, everybody loved him.
He had more personality. Yeah, absolutely.
Way more personality.
Boy, love him.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll never debate that. Like,
What about Big Daddy? That was my shit. Man, come on. That was off What a Bad Hell, boy. You can be my
that was the main single.
Heavy had a lot of hits, and
he don't get talked about enough.
He does not. That's somebody that's underrated, and I think what he was able to do, I think, is something that's not talked about nearly enough.
Yeah, he may be one of the most, probably top 10 or maybe top 5 underrated rappers of all time.
Might be. He I don't know, was y'all vibing when he switched genres and started doing the reggae shit or the whatever?
I mean, did he switch genres, or did he just go back to his roots?
Oh yeah, he is Jamaican.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying we wasn't used to it, but did y'all really fuck with it? I heard a couple that I liked.
I just remember the video that had Nia Long in it. That's all. I just watched it for Nia.
I don't remember it enough for me to have an opinion on it. I can't say I felt a certain way about it or not. I don't really. Last thing I remember when he was, what's my song? Nothing But Love with Talent in it and
Chris Tucker.
Said, "Not my girl."
I always said, man, Cadillac owes Heavy D a check from Is It Good to You? I always say, big like a truck, satisfying like a caddy. And then 8 years later, the Escalade comes out.
Had it not been for that line, there would not have been an Escalade. That was it. Yeah.
Thank Heavy D for the Escalade. You got to thank Heavy D for the Escalade.
Got it.
Who we gonna get credit for the Bentley truck? Everybody's rapping about them before it came out.
But the first thought, what was it? Puff? Was Puff the only person I would rap? I don't know. I don't be on them luxury cars like that though. But I would just say Puff or Jay. I don't know. There was a rapper that said something about the Bentley truck.
I don't know.
Oh,
shit
the
about
Lambo.
cars.
You know what? Who got the most famous line? It's 2 Chainz. When they gonna make that Bentley truck? That might be. That's the most famous line.
I know nothing about cars. All I know is that next year when I graduate, I'm getting my Jeep and I'm putting breed on the front. That's all I know.
Man.
Wrangler time. Getting my baby.
It's coming back.
I'm getting fans.
Hey, you know what? I like Wranglers.
The Suzuki so bad when I was younger.
Come on.
Oh my God. I wanted one so bad. My grandmother's friends had a daughter that had one, and her name was Lulu. Lulu had a Suzuki Sidekick, and I was like, man, when I turned 16,
getting one.
I'm getting one.
I like them. I like the Commanders. I like, the Wranglers. I like the old Cherokee, but they called them Wagoneers. They had the Wagoneers on the outside. That's my dream truck. I want to get one. So, like, that is on the bucket.
That's that Great Outdoors truck. That's their truck from Great Outdoors.
Hey, nigga, I want to get it. And I'm going to tell you another dream car of mine I never got. The Master P Impala. Burnt orange, though.
Burnt orange.
Is that the 97? Is that the 97?
96. They stopped the 96.
I always wanted the 300ZX like Bobby Brown had on Thin Line.
No, I just want I want my Wrangler, and I still want an '85 Chevy Caprice Classic.
Oh, the box Chevy.
That's it. I am a old school. I love big body Chevys or old school cars like that. So when I was younger, every dude, and I had this conversation with my best friend the other day. Every nigga that I talked to drove an old school. Like, that's how you pulled me. You had to have an old school. One of my exes had a Delta 88. Another dude talked to had an old school. Like, I learned how to drive in a deuce and a four.
Damn.
Like, that's how I learned how to drive.
You got to change the gears on the side of the
man. When you try to and you got, that wheel just kept going. But that's how I learned how to drive. So, like, I love cars like that. So, an '85 Chevy Caprice Classic with the box Chevy.
One thing I miss about, like, old cars, like, I miss pull-out radios.
Pull out. I miss I had to remove the face.
The detachable face.
That's funny.
All drug dealers in my hood get out the car.
Look like they're carrying around lunch boxes.
Yeah. I had like semi-beats one time. Nigga, I was too cheap to really go all out. I had like 2 10s, and they was like,
no, my good 6x9s was good enough.
I just had 6x9s.
Hey, low key, I think I want to get some new 6x or whatever they got in the back of, in my car now, like just for a better sound, just period. I think I want to do that.
I noticed all of us have on black. Are we also in mourning from Saturday's loss?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, let's go ahead.
Somebody had to say it.
Yeah,
somebody had to.
Hit the lights, Jay.
I'm upset at people that are still trying to give Nelly the win for this. I know we love Nelly at the crib.
Man.
People have tried to read you the numbers.
Hey, listen, it wasn't as bad as some people made it seem, but it was bad. Like, his song selection was bad in addition to the fucking Wi-Fi tripping.
Like, he kept all them New York songs.
He kept all that shit. Like, bro, and like his counters. Like, why you play Nasty Girl? Like, why did you play Jaheim against that? You know what I mean? It's just like, they were good songs, but yeah.
We have to stop trying to impress the East Coast. Write that down.
And you know what's fucked up? 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, he was talking about that's why the East Coast
wanted to smoke.
because remember, he was a man about ASAP talking about he made. He was like, I'm sick of you New York niggas. Y'all think y'all do everything. Blah, 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 blah. He should have kept that same energy.
We have got to stop trying to impress the East Coast. And then it's like, fine, if you want to play the Rock Mike remix, go ahead, right? Cool. At least it's a dope beat. But other than that,
won that round though. That was better than.
But it's like I said, if you want to play that, that's fine. But what the fuck was everything else?
Yeah.
Like, the Rain snow, sleet, and like people like, oh, well, they sent him a tech kit and everything. I don't care what they sent him. I don't care if he was at Timbaland's house. That doesn't change your song selection.
Yeah.
Period. And it's like you sitting here playing what I don't even know who you thought the fan base was that was watching. But but the people who made you go diamond ain't the people that was watching this fucking live.
Nah, not at all.
No, it wasn't even that. He was playing some other shit. Like, he thought he was getting off that Pharrell song. He thought he was spitting. I'm like, bro, don't play.
You was and stood up after every song like he dropped a big joker. Every time play the song. He be like, okay, I'm gonna play some stadium shit now.
And I was waiting on Batter Up.
and then like we just knew he's gonna play Batter Up. Nope.
But I mean, even that, he shouldn't have said that before that song, but that song was still not a bad one. I'm talking about the other four. Like, it was like ones we never heard. Like, he played
one with Puff. I never heard before.
For real, that was some bullshit. Never played Nasty Girl, that remix with Jagged Edge. It was some bullshit. Like, it was like 4 songs like that could have made it out of
The only one he matched up good was when he played Where the Party At against Yeah.
And
when he played Tip Drill against Peapod.
Yeah. And then when he played Country Grammar,
exactly.
So like he had them against What's Your Fantasy. Like,
we knew those was gonna happen. We knew those were gonna happen. But other than that,
he didn't play Loving Me.
He didn't play number one.
He didn't play number one.
You in a battle and they playing a song that tells everybody that your ass is number one. The fuck happening around
and
here?
it's way better than Luda's number one spot. Like, come on, bro.
He didn't play.
Like, I think he was playing for a counter. He probably had in his bag to respond to Luda, but he should have played it first when he went first on that second half.
Bullshit.
It's just bad placement. It's like he had the hand, he just know how to play.
Bullshit is what it was. He had all spades in his hand and was just sitting there throwing out random shit. He could have ran a Boston on the table.
I'm telling you, these artists get caught up into how they felt or what was going on with them when these songs came out. They don't understand what it means for the people. Like, I remember when I recorded this, we kicked it. This when I met Ashanti is when I recorded this one. That's when I hit it for the first time. You know, it'd be like,
and he played that song. Why did you even play that song with Ashanti? Like, nigga, first of all, you hate Ashanti. Nigga, you cut your daddy out because he spoke to her.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Like, why you gonna play that, bro?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I remember that too.
Won't even say the girl name for real, and you playing the shit. It's like it was sad. It was upsetting me and my homegirls. It was sad. Just sad.
Yeah, I was
disappointed.
It was just why. And again, we knew that Luda was going to start breaking out features. We knew Luda could run away with the whole damn thing. That's
the only way he could win.
That's the only way he could win.
And that's fine. But if Luda's gonna play his features, that's fine. You need to play your shit.
Yeah, play your bangers.
Like, that's it. No matter what, don't go into your feature bag because yours ain't as strong as Luda's is, and that's okay.
But you know what? But he got a couple that he should have played. He should have played Get Loose.
T.I. with T.I.
Like, come on, man. I think he should have played that motherfucker.
Like, I think he should have went to his lunatic bag. I think he should have played some stuff from the precinct. Come on, man. Midwest Swing. Come on. King of the City. He could have played
that nigga Luda plays Saturday. Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Right, I hate. I
went against Saturday though.
But Nelly won it.
He won with Ride With Me.
I hate that song Saturday. That song.
Yeah. I'd rather listen to Ride With Me than Saturday.
Oh, by far.
Like, so,
I don't like Ride With Me.
He got a few rounds, but he could, like, if he had played the right songs with the other ones, it could have been a fucking draw, or he could have edged them.
But if y'all notice, Ludacris had somebody else playing his songs for him, like got a playlist on the side for him. He had somebody else make his playlist for him, which we had been talking about before previously. That somebody's gonna do your playlist for you. He didn't know his plays. Like, hey, what I got next? Yeah.
Right. That guy was a DJ. Yeah, that guy was his DJ.
Right, so he wasn't even choosing them.
But listen, let me tell you the crazy part. If I'm not mistaken, I'm probably 98% sure. Like I told you, Nelly's Wi-Fi was working prior to. He was on live, and Trife was in the fucking room and left. That's his DJ. Why not use yours? course.
Well, I
Like,
have some other stuff. I have some other thoughts about that. I have to say
yeah.
offline, but that's neither here nor there.
Okay.
I'll just say this is I don't care who Luda had with them. It doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, your song list was trash.
Flat out.
And whether Luda played it or his DJ played it or whoever or Lil Jon played it for him, it doesn't matter. So
Take that.
that's it.
Rewind it back.
Like,
Hey, it was bad. But you know, man, well, I guess it depends. St. Louis people Joan anyway. Cause I'm like, man, they ain't have to just kill the nigga while everybody else was killing them. You know what I mean? So
fuckery.
Hey, but the funny thing is, I knew Big Ali was coming to the rescue.
oh man.
So no. Some people don't understand. Previously, he already went off on Ludacris.
Yeah.
Earlier. We didn't discuss that last week because I kind of want to leave that out. I want to leave that. Was kind of in the family. That was within the city.
Yeah, that was.
So what did he do after? What did he do after
the swag? Huh?
Yeah, but what did he do after? Did he do something afterwards?
Yeah.
Well, I guess because everybody was driving Nelly. You know, he's on all the memes. You know, they done hit him with the Teddy Riley. You know, they done put him on all the memes, and I guess he just came out. You know, I don't know exactly what he said, but you know, he just got to defend Nelly. You got to go hard for Nelly.
He also said Nelly left some cards on the table. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, Nelly playing nice. He should have dropped this. And the songs that he played, Batter Up, Loving Me, fucking over and over again, the shit that Nelly should have played. That he feels the same way. But he came back talking about Luda because Luda said, oh yeah, man, it's all love for you, man. Send some love to Ali. That brother needs some love because of the shit Ali did before.
Yeah.
Oh, so he saw it. So Lucas saw it then.
He tagged him.
Yeah,
he tagged him on Instagram.
He tagged him on it.
Yeah, it was last week.
And so that nigga was like, yeah, I heard that nigga Luda with his talking about sense of love. Nigga, fuck you and your love, nigga. We gonna see each other. That's what that nigga said.
There's always something with Ali, man. Every year. Every 314 day, every time a new rapper come from St. Louis, that dude just come out of nowhere like, hey, you know Nelly was here.
I love Ali. I low-key have a crush on him. And then when him and I also have, and Big Gip is my ugly boyfriend. So
that's the dude you got to find with when your original date cancel on you.
Exactly it. Like, yeah, Gip is my ugly crush. So when the two of them joined forces together, I was just, it was a good time for me. It was a good time.
Was you hard in the paint? Like, was you fucking with him?
Man, I mean, I downloaded Microsoft Paint, but I didn't know how to go hard in it. So,
I ain't gonna lie, I've been listening to that Lunatics album hard ever since all this battle talk, man.
Hey,
it just took me back to the summer of 2001.
Bro, when I listen to that stuff, the singles are great, but the music aged horrible. I'm gonna be honest. It's cringe.
I agree,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
like you have to be a St. Louis person to appreciate that album because it's really
that's strictly a St. Louis. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the singles, they stand the test of time. But the album stuff, except for like, I think Loving Me, what the fuck am I talking about? Nellyville may have been better, lasted longer in terms of the entire album than Country Grammar and Free City.
They had bigger singles on Nellyville. Was it? With Hot in Here, Dilemma.
I don't think they were bigger because the first one went diamond, you know. But I just think cohesively the album sounded better. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
I still think Country Grammar sounded better, but I just think I don't know. Nellyville was still a great album. It's probably like maybe 3 songs on there that I probably don't listen to.
Yeah, but I just think like the production got better and lasted longer. You feel what I'm saying? Because it was a lot of like, once you heard the shit back in the day, you're like, that's hard. Some niggas from St. Louis making some noise, but when I listen back, I be like,
that's because because that album was produced 2-3 years before it came out. That Nelly had that shit.
Like 98.
Yes. Yep.
Here's a question: was Nelly and Luda versus Luda a good matchup?
It could have been.
I think it was.
I think Nelly and Ja should have went.
Ja Rule.
Nah, we only want to see Ja Rule versus 50. That's the only battle we want to see.
Or Nelly
is just insane. That's a homegrown, that's a hearty beef is what that is. Hearty.
Or what,
Man,
Nelly versus T.I.?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Like, I don't know. Like, was there somebody else that it could have happened with? So just like we know that Jagged Edge is going to go against 112, that makes sense. Or the game of or LL versus who, right? Like you have to play that game of who can battle somebody. And if Nelly didn't go against Luda, then who would it be?
Would it have been better if he went against Twisted?
Yeah, probably Ja.
What about him versus Twisted?
I don't know.
Make it a Midwest thing.
A Midwest, yeah.
I don't know. Is Twisted 2 underground?
I think so.
For that?
Yeah, I mean.
What about Busta Rhymes?
Yeah. Ain't Busta supposed to be going against somebody? Or were they talking about that?
I think he want to go against somebody, but I think they
got Eminem or something like that. Eminem or DMX.
I thought they said Eminem want to go against DMX or something. Yeah. DMX want Eminem, but don't nobody want to hear Eminem music, man. In the battle.
Yeah, that's the one. I don't know if I want to see that battle, but I did hear DMX one.
Eminem.
Yeah, they probably just want to be like on a URL stage or something. I don't think they want to just go music.
Yeah, they want to literally rap battle.
Like, I mean, because I don't know the answer to this question. Does Eminem get played in the club? I don't know.
No. Except for Bitch Please.
Bitch Please.
Lean Back remix.
Yeah, Lean Back remix. Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think anything from Chronic 2001. No, nowadays everybody. No, you ain't gonna hear that in the club.
No.
Yeah, ain't nobody checking for M's music.
Right.
Man.
So not in that way. So it's gonna be a bunch of let me say this, there's gonna be a lot of hardcore Caucasian fans on both sides.
Some more for DMX too. Some more for DMX.
Right, DMX too. That are gonna be hip hop purists.
Hey, you're gonna see all the Junko jeans.
Oh man. Right. You ain't never seen. So they'll enjoy that battle. I don't think the world cares enough. I mean, I think people will tune into it, but the DMX has bangers. Even if he doesn't get into the more serious stuff, he has bangers that get played in the club. He can play Rough Riders Anthem. What the hell Eminem gonna play next to that?
Yeah, he could play what's that one? Lose My Party Up.
I mean, Party Up is a white.
What's gonna make me lose my mind?
Yeah,
it's Party Up.
Yeah, I was saying he could play that. Eminem still wouldn't have none.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like with the stuff that DMX could just play that just gets the crowd going along, the crowd favorites. Yeah. Like Eminem may have songs that are crowd favorites, but the energy levels are going to be so different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
They're both depressing and they're both aggressive. So I think some people think that may be a good matchup.
No. I wasn't not liking it.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah,
no, I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
I don't disagree at all. I think that it's not going to be a crowd pleaser.
Yeah, I don't think it's highly anticipated.
Right. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Again, they have a fan base that will definitely enjoy it, but it's not gonna be ain't nobody gonna stop what they're doing on Saturday night.
Yeah, not I. Not I.
Like not at all.
Now, I think I'm gonna stop for that 112 Jagged Edge though.
Okay, well then good segue.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop for that one. I fuck with both of them, and I always have this argument. And I always say 112, like Jagged Edge culturally, but like really 112, I mean, they're just better singers. Yeah, I just think they're better.
I mean, I don't think Jagged Edge has a classic album. 112 has a classic album, though.
J.E. Heartbreak.
Yeah,
That's
Genuine
fine.
Heartbreak. Maybe
Is that-
it's the closest thing to one, if not.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah, I said that's their best. That's their best album.
Yeah, there you
go.
but it's not messing with the first 112 album.
Man, 112 got some burners, man.
What?
That second 112 was dope too.
Hey, let me tell you, their last album was nice.
Yeah, it was. It was.
2018.
My
Yeah.
favorite 112 is the third one, the one with peaches and cream.
Oh, that's the one I hated the most.
That's the one I like. That's the one I like the most.
Actually, no. I ain't like. What was the one that had where they tried to be thuggish on the album cover, the fourth album that came out like around 2005, 2006?
Oh, with all the black.
Yes, and the purple background, the black and purple background. They got Ja Rule on the album.
I know. I don't even remember. I know what you're talking about, though.
You talking about 112? They got fucking what? Room 112, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. I don't know which one it is. And then they had the one with peaches and cream.
Yeah, that was the
That might have
third
been Part 3.
album.
That was Part 3.
Yeah,
I don't know what
Anywhere was on the second album. With shout out to Lil Zane, to the best Lil Zane verse he ever spit on that Anywhere.
Dude on Twitter.
It's Pleasure and Pain. The album's Pleasure and Pain I'm talking about. It's
Pleasure and Pain.
Yeah.
This dude on Twitter who consistently talks about Lil Zane, and it's to the point of I don't know if he's being funny or if he's dead ass serious. Like that's how real it is at this point. It's like, are you like for real? Like you like, man, they ain't ready for Lil Zane. I'm like, but are you like now? Like, are you? Huh?
Somebody said that for real?
Somebody says it all the time.
Hey, like this, I know I can't remember who it was, but I like there's somebody that I ran across in my lifetime, and I'm really upset that I can't remember who it is because I low key. Now that I think about it, I should have swung on them. They said they like Genuine. I mean, Stacey, you out of this? I'm gonna talk to the fellas. They like Genuine's Dove Cry better than Prince. Like, nigga, who the fuck says that?
What?
Real life.
Yeah.
I know Stacey don't really rock with Prince, so that's why I say she out.
Well, no. So regardless of how I feel about Prince, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's like I mean, I'm not an idiot. I'm like, that's not I'm just not a
That's not a
big
Prince fan.
but I don't think that's true. I don't think that's right. That's just
Yeah, I'm saying because
I'm sitting here looking at what's on the first album.
Cupid.
112.
And Only
That
You.
112
I
first album.
forgot about the song "Come See Me." I forgot all about that.
And the remix with Mr. Cheeks on it too.
Mr. Cheeks, that's my guy.
That's my other. That's my ugly boyfriend. That was my first ugly boyfriend before I met Big Gipp. So.
No. I take that back. The worst 112 album is the Hot and Wet album. I'm looking up.
Is that the one?
Is that the one? That's the one with peaches and cream.
No, that's not. It's got Hot and Wet on it.
That's the one. That's the one. What's that song? Papa coming home. Did he give me that?
That was my shit.
Hey, is that you already?
That's on Pain and Pleasure. That's on Pain and Pleasure.
Damn,
I don't know what the hell any of this is. I don't know any of these songs.
Yeah, I just remember You Already. That was like 06.
Yeah, I know You Already Know. I know that song. So that's
Yeah, You Already Know is on Pain and Pleasure.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Look at the cover for Hot and Wet. I'm gonna put the link in the chat.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now.
That song, they had that video, and they like in Jamaica on some motorcycles.
I don't remember none of the songs on here. I see it got 2 stars from the Rolling Stone though.
Damn.
What the hell? Okay, so what album is it on? Room 112?
Which one song you talking about, Stace?
What song you talking about?
The what's the song? The one with Lil Zane.
That's on the second album.
That's on the second one. You talking about Anywhere?
No, Anywhere.
Yeah, damn.
Hey man, on the low.
Third album, wasn't it?
That's the second album. That's on room 112.
Yeah, that was the second one.
So with Anywhere, I remember that GIF, and this is before we knew it was a damn GIF. I remember I had that clip, and it was on my Black Planet page.
What was the gift of?
It made me think of it. I did like a shower scene. Them and him and the old girl in the shower.
The shower scene.
Was it Slim? Was it Slim in the shower or?
One of them. It was a nigga and a girl.
She's like, I don't know.
Stacey don't know who's in 112
I
at all.
don't know what the man's name. It was the man that was in the thing with the girl. On the song.
Stacey just knows Slim and the rest of them.
It sound like my grandma. You know the boy that was on the thing with the people. He was in the group with the other boys.
You know Brenda's was fun.
You know. You know who it was. It was the boy.
The boy.
Mind you, wait a minute. Sorry, side note. That's how my grandmother told me. She called to tell me that Jam Master Jay passed away.
Or,
Really?
wow, really? Yeah.
She saw it on the news. So she called me.
She knew it was rap and you knew about it.
She called and she was like, "You heard about the boy?" No. What boy? What are you talking about? The boy, they done killed the boy. All right, let me sit down. What boy was killed? The boy, he was in the studio and they killed him. And so I know who she's talking about, but I can't let her know that. So I'm like, I said, what boy? And she was like, it was the boy. He was a rapper. He used to rap. And my grandpa was in the background. He was the first rapper. He was the first rapper.
Man.
He was the first rapper, and he was in the studio, and they killed him. Did you know him? You know who he is? And I was like, I think I do. That's what they said it on the news. They said he was the first rapper, and he was in there, and then he died. And I said, okay, well.
What do y'all think about people alluding to 50 having something?
Hey, because I was just finna say a month later, Wankster came out.
I don't.
Well, no, weren't people saying, I mean, that was his boy, Jam Master Jay was his boy. They were saying, I thought it was that Supreme McGriff had something to do with it. And at 50, it was because of the 50 beef with Supreme. Not necessarily that 50 had something to do with that, but that it was a 50. I thought Supreme is the one that killed Jam Master Jay.
I never knew about the 50 Cent Jam Master Jay drama, honestly.
Yeah, no, they were boys. They were people. No, I think the thing comes
he was
from,
signed to him, yeah.
Yeah, it comes from the Supreme McGriff, I believe. It's Supreme McGriff that people think had him killed Jam Master Jay, have Jam Master Jay killed.
What? I'm trying to think, where did I just maybe it was on Hip Hop Revolution. Maybe that's where I saw it. I feel like I've just recently watched something talking about this. It might have been on Hip Hop Evolution on the Netflix.
Blame it on the flicks?
I think that's where it was. I think it was on the Netflix. So, as he's talking about it, I'm like, wait a minute, where did I just hear this story? Like, I know I've just recently heard that. Well, I mean, past couple of months. So maybe I do like 112 more than I think I do. Maybe I don't like them after the third album, though.
Yeah, you just like them through your high school years.
I think that's it. I think by part 3, I think maybe third album, then after that, it just was over with. Maybe that's when everybody stopped caring altogether.
Yeah,
my shit is, I'm a player.
Yeah.
That's my shit right there.
What is this? Numbers in your
Oh,
pocket?
that shit. Who got shit off that from 112 though.
And so saying 112 can sing, man. Them cats can sing.
Yeah, 112? I'm just more of a Jagged Edge fan, but this is going to be an exciting battle, though. I ain't going to even lie. I'm kind of hype about this
Jagged
battle.
Edge play Gotta Be, I'm going to be on the floor crying. I've loved
Gotta
that
Be's
song
dope.
since day one.
That's me and my wife's song.
Play Walked Out of Heaven. I mean, if they play Let's Get Married, that's the same fucking song. That's why I said I hate Walked Out of Heaven.
I Promise.
Oh, Promise. Jagged Edge got some shit. That was off.
They do.
That was off.
The Heartbreak.
The album.
Yeah, Gotta Be is my.
Heartbreak.
Hey, my joint was Keys to the Range.
Keys off the N2D. Keys to the range. Hey, they don't have a lot of fast songs, up-tempo songs.
They don't.
They got Where the Party At, though. And what the fuck?
Where the Party At? It's Where the Party At, and then
Keys to the Range.
Married remix. That's it. Those are the up-tempo.
Yeah, they only got like 3 fast songs.
They do have a song with Biggie, though. They do have a song with Biggie, though. They do have a song with Biggie.
Oh yeah, they got. But you know what's called? You know, I thought I told that's Only You. That's. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Jay. I'm thinking about 112. But we talking about Jack. I'm sorry. They got a song with Biggie. Oh, we talking about Nasty Girl?
No, I'm talking about 112 with Only You. I'm talking about 112 with Only
112.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, we were saying how Jagged Edge don't have a lot of up-tempo songs.
Yeah, they got Nasty Girl though, but that's on the Biggie duets.
Yeah. You know what my shit was on there, Scott? That trying to do something. Is it really enough for you to take a cab or a bus? Trying to get to where I'm at? Them niggas was like Twista on that song.
That's why I say I think I'm gonna say not any Heartbreak. J.E. Heartbreak is a classic.
Yeah, it might be.
I like Jagged Edge. Gotta Be both videos.
Oh,
one
True
with,
Man was my other joint too. True Man was
True
my other
Man.
joint.
You can't have another.
Yeah.
You know what? Out there, it's off the fence. It's a class.
No, I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna take that back.
The intro even come on hard, man. Can't take another heartbreak. This is the piano man.
Hey, my nigga. My very first show I did, I stole that intro for my intro to come on stage, nigga. Why you do the things I did, nigga? I'm to my nigga.
That's a hard R&B intro. But they just
everything. I love intros, man. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna J.U. Heartbreakers, but I'm gonna listen to it. We get off.
gonna vibe to that tonight.
Yeah, I had something else.
Hey,
what was up? Let me see.
So y'all was saying earlier, LL Cool J is trying to battle people. What y'all think about that?
Yeah.
He said he got the
Who does LL
the
battle?
smoke.
It's got to be Snoop. Somebody y'all said, but in the pre-show, Snoop.
I say Snoop.
Snoop got too much. I mean, like LL.
But LL can go back to like 83, 84.
Like, who gonna
My radio.
Good.
Yeah, he got to do I Need Love.
I need love bad.
Or do we go ahead and solve the battle and have LL Cool J go against MC Hammer?
L get Hammer. After Hammer's feud, L box his ass. He got motherfucker. I'm gonna love you better. Head spun.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
He got all types.
Hey, I'd rather see Hammer against Will Smith. 10 songs.
Oh no, Will got more than 10.
No, but we said
It's 10
Hammer.
solid?
Hammer might.
Oh no, Will's got 20 solid. Don't 20. Will's got 20
Will
solid.
got 20. I don't think Hammer has 20.
I don't think Will got 20 solid.
Yeah, he
Like,
does.
If we go to 80 and stretch out,
Yeah.
he can put the one he dropped.
Well,
Hey,
all
what
right,
you
then.
think about the boys on this joint?
You think he can go against L then?
He
He
could.
can, but we just said we would be a better matchup.
Funny. Well, here's what's funny. That's who actually can do it. It would be LL and Will.
You said they couldn't do it?
I think that would be. I think that's it.
But see, the problem is
LL.
Will may break the internet though. He's so big on net.
Yeah, man.
They're gonna have to set up 5 different Instagram sites for that because there's so many people that's gonna check in to see this.
That's going to YouTube. That's going straight to YouTube.
So,
Yeah.
but the flip side of that is Will has a ridiculous fan base, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how many people follow him for rapping?
I'm gonna tell you like this: not a lot, but Brand New Funk is one of the dopest hip hop songs
Yes.
of all time.
Yes.
He killed that motherfucker. I'm
He
just
got-
gonna be honest.
So it's like, I mean, and I said this the other day. I said, well, even with the Jordan Lucas thing, everybody's like, oh my God, he spit. I'm like, I think people forget
Yeah.
that the nigga really can rap.
Really
like,
can.
don't get it twisted. Like, he can. Like, it's not.
Like on his
and I
son
think-
song, Icon remix on his son song.
Icon
he killed it.
remix.
Yeah. Yeah, people forget that sometimes, I think. And even low key, I think people forget that about LL. And we know
I
that
agree
people
with
had
that. I agree
forgotten
with
that. People had forgotten that. They got so used to the sing-songy, lighthearted stuff that when he did
LL was a killer.
what's the song that he did against Cannabis?
Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3,
Yeah.
2,
No,
So when
no.
he-
You talking about
Return of the Ripper.
Ripper Strikes Back.
Ripper Strikes
Right.
Back.
Yeah, that's it. Because Cannabis went at him on 4, 3, 2.
Right. So, and I think
No.
with that,
Cannabis
people was
went at
like,
him
oh,
on
damn, L.
3-2 third round knockout.
Thank you.
But
Thank
no,
you.
I'm
But
saying-
no, it started.
Him
He's
on
saying
his
it
old
started
song.
from the 3, 2, 1 because he was at like.
No,
let me borrow that mic
LL
from
Cool
you.
J is like Michael Jordan. He used that reason as a beef. All he said is, I just want to get that mic off your arm. LL took it as a diss and then
Right.
dissed it on 4-3-2.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like
Right.
Michael
So
Jordan.
that's what I was
Making
trying to
beats
say.
out of nothing.
Like when LL went at him,
Yeah.
that's when people were like, damn, L, and this was like, did y'all forget?
You don't want to make me mad. You want to socialize.
Like y'all think like I think again, people start doing something different. They don't go as hard. They do like kind of like the softer songs, and you forget this person really can get on the mic and do some shit. So I think same thing with Will is that everybody gets so used to Big Willie style and Miami and stuff like that, or him just doing movies. You forget that if you give him a microphone, some shit is gonna happen. So I think it would be really interesting to actually see LL versus Will.
Okay.
I think
cool.
they could. I
And
think
then
the two of them. I
Rappers,
think they could go.
rapper, actors, 2 light-skinned niggas, 80s and beyond. there.
Or if y'all want to keep that, do you go ahead and just put Cube versus LL?
I think
I don't know.
I'd rather see that than Will though. I'd rather see Cube and L go at it than Will.
I'd rather see Cube and Scarface.
But Scarface got to get off the corona first.
Damn. But his kidneys are fucked up right now.
Yeah, no, that's what
I mean, it's the truth. Yeah, right.
I know, man. It was like a jab.
Like, I had a friend the other day who say, it should have been. I hate when people post too much.
Yeah, you can't find this shit. Oh,
Self-included. Like, goddamn, it was like 2 days ago. I'm still scrolling. One damn long ago. Shit, when was it was like just last week that he said it. I said, and the whole damn thing. It's like, shit. I've lost interest in the whole thing. Like, it's just like, man, I'm just scrolling my little heart out.
Cube and LL might be pretty good though. It's got to be two older artists. I think you can't put them against a younger person though.
Nah.
Nah.
Yeah, Cube and L. Cause let's just say we know Jay ain't gonna sit on Instagram and battle nobody.
Nigga, he gonna have Blue out there with a damn iPhone.
I think Beyonce will do it before he will.
Yes, I think so.
Really? Who? I mean, I don't think nobody can go against Beyonce unless they really get this money. Go against
Rihanna.
Only Rihanna.
Yes, Rihanna.
They would have to battle it out. Rihanna.
It would have to be Rihanna. Here it was. It was LL versus Ice Cube, is what he said.
Oh wow.
So I said LL versus Ice Cube.
Yeah, that's what he said. Was LL versus Ice Cube. He actually had 2 short versus Snoop.
Okay.
Too Short got 20 songs though.
Nah.
You don't think Too Short got 20 songs?
Too
No,
Short
20
has
songs that people would know though. Like that people. I mean, yes, Underground was. I'm talking about where you be like, oh yeah, I know that.
Most of them gonna be from the '90s, and then he gonna get into his Lil Jon bag, with the.
That's true. And when he was with an E40 and them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
somebody said Short should battle 40. I saw that battle.
Ooh.
I didn't come up with it, but somebody said it. I'm like,
ooh. A Bay Area battle.
What about UGK versus 8Ball MJG?
Yes, so he has that UGK versus 8Ball and MJG.
Yeah,
It was Project Pat versus Joe Gotti.
Ooh, nah.
Drake versus Rick Ross.
No.
Who versus Ross?
Ross.
Drake.
I don't think that's fair to Ross. Ross' music is impeccable. He got classics. I don't
think Rick Ross gets the credit that he deserves.
And
he's the best beat picker in hip hop history.
He has the best ear in the game.
Yes. And him and Fat Joe, he don't get enough
Fat
credit.
Joe too. Fat Joe has extended his career because of his beat selections.
he just knows talent. Fat Joe is a great talent scout. But yeah, Ross and Jay are 2 of the dopest beat pickers ever. And going on the worst side of the game is y'all boy Nasty Nas Esco Nostradamus. He is the absolute worst beat picker, dog. I'm like,
yeah.
My nigga.
I'm a Nas guy, I know. And then I know Stacey doesn't like Nas or whatever.
Yeah, I know either. Yeah.
Boring ass shit.
Nas be reaching. Like, I be like,
y'all are tripping, man.
Just because you don't understand him, it don't mean that he nice.
I'm not talking about that. No. Y'all give Jay-Z all the props for stuff that Nas did before him all the time. Every time Jay-Z do something.
Okay, time out. Some people just do it better. That's the thing. Like,
so you tell me life is good. It's just as good as the album is 444.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
Listen to me.
Life is good.
Is as dull as dirty dishwater.
Is that the one when he got the wedding dress?
Yes.
That was a good album.
That was a good album.
24. Like,
it just bores me.
Yeah, he said.
Grown man, everybody's like, man, somebody actually doing some grown man rap. I was like, Nas did it 2 years ago. Life is good.
No, okay.
And nobody cared because it was boring.
Listen, I'm not gonna say he invented that, but it was received better. Like, it's always the messenger because it's people that are great with great messages. That's why they say it's a nigga who better than Michael Jordan. But if he can't get in the league, well, you know what I'm saying? It's all about.
But Nas is in the league though.
No, I'm saying it's all about the game you play.
Yeah, I got you.
He's not in that superstar league because he plays big beats and he cannot deliver. Yeah, it's just Nas. I mean, like, he's East Coast guy. You know what I'm saying? You want to get in that bag, but even at the same time, him being a lyricist, he still be reaching, dog. Like, certain shit that he says, like, he has his moments where he's deep, he's intellectual, and he's dope with his wordplay. But there are other times when I'm listening to this nigga, I'm like, bro.
Owe me back like you owe your taxes.
That is a classic line, Stacey. How many times do we have to do this?
I will bring it up every week. Every week I'll bring it up.
You shape like banana cake. I mean, you taste like banana cake. You shape
like the number 8, and you my number 1 candidate.
He say on that Ross and like, it was just like, I forgot the Ross and
to my accidental murders.
No. But the nigga was, he was some. We blew him the Nerf balls. We threw him, and it was like the way he was just reaching for some shit. And I'm like, bro, this y'all got.
Hey, but speaking of New York rappers, have y'all seen that documentary on Big L? Is that out yet?
No, it's not out yet. It's not out yet.
I'm interested in seeing it because I really have very little knowledge about Big L.
Big L was
not too deep into him.
Like, I have.
You got to get into that, though, Stacey, because that Big L thing goes all the way through Cameron. It connects all the way to the Cameron Mace beef. It's like literally the Big L thing goes all the way through like the 15 years. And that's why
I really want to see. And it's not a matter of. It's just, I think by the time I learned of Big L, he was already gone. So I think that's how it went. So like I said, I know this much. So would really like to see the documentary to just. What don't I know? Like, I mean, really, I mean, it's wide open of what I can learn, but I'm not familiar.
Yeah, because basically Big L got killed because of his brother.
Say that again.
Big L got killed because his brother was a big time dope dealer in Harlem and had beef with some cats. I believe they ran with Cameron and them. I remember, I forgot who it is, but then like, okay, so then it even like that beef continues on. The song "Jealous Girl" is about this other dude from Harlem that's cool with Cameron. That's what originated their beef, them not to be cool no more. Because he was banging this other big time Harlem dude's girl, and he did the song "Jealous Girl." And that's the song "Jealous Girl" on that Mace first album is about Cameron's boy. Then Cameron's boy gets killed, and Mace talks about it on a rap song like after that. So it like became like a long thing, and it all starts with Big L.
And then he gonna charge him 40 racks just to do the horse and carriage video.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. So it all starts from Big L's death though. It then like continues on all the way now. So Big L was ill though, man. Ebonics, if you want to look up some songs since they see Ebonics, MVP remix, Graveyard Shift with him and Fat Joe. It's some joints, man. Like Big L was
out next Friday.
On what platform is it coming on?
It's called Foul Child.
What are we talking about? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Foul Child. So it comes out. It's scheduled to premiere on May 29th via Mass Appeal's YouTube channel.
Oh yeah. I'm subscribed to. And guess who owns Mass Appeal? Nas. Stop it.
Bars.
Premium online boutique Get On Down is now selling 25th anniversary edition of Big L's Lifestyles Over the Poor and Dangerous, which is available now for pre-order if you're interested.
The album was dope. And it's what's the other song? Put Me Down was my joint too. It was him, Sam Spit, Miss Jones, and the dude from I forgot the dude, but it's a video for it and everything. It's right when Big L died, they came out with this song. It's called Holding It Down.
What's the best R.I.P. song?
Ooh.
It's so hard.
You talking about rap or R&B too, or rap or R&B?
Oh, both.
We got the Aaliyah.
I think One Sweet Day, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's talk rap then. Yeah, One Sweet Day.
I was saying, I'm like, One Sweet Day, get you crying now, dog.
Nigga, I miss my homies.
And so that song is about to do for CNC Music Factory too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I miss my homies. I put up there.
Gangsta Lean?
Gangsta Lean.
Gangsta Lean.
Definitely Gangsta Lean.
I got Richie Rich. Do G's get to go to heaven?
Oh yeah, Richie Rich.
What about It's So Hard with the Big Pun song with Donnell Jones?
Oh, is that a Def song? No, man. I guess.
It came out right after he died.
Yeah, but I mean, you saying tribute songs? Like, cause like, dang, man.
Okay, so I need your definition of R.I.P. song.
Okay, you know what? When you said that was a video dedicated to.
Yeah, because he had just died when that came out.
Yeah, like you can't be doing the song yourself, and it's a
right, because if that counts, then we throw in Aaliyah, I Miss You.
Up dying with the shit that he was rapping about in the song.
I'm like, because if that's the case, you end up putting in Aaliyah, I Miss You, because that video.
That's why I said Aaliyah.
That came out after she passed. Like that was almost hard to watch at first. Like just even like the little clips of her, Toni Braxton being sexy in the camera because she thought it was her comeback video. I was like, ma'am, this ain't got shit to do with you at all. You back away.
What's that Ghetto Boy song where they sampled that Commodore? Scarface, Big Mike, and
I know what I'm trying to think. I know the song.
Yeah. Shit, there's a
it's the Ghetto Boys.
There's a Bun B song. He has Casey singing "Cry for You."
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
Did that to me.
It's not called "Cry for You." It might be called "Cry for You."
I be missing you.
You're Everything is what it's called.
You're Everything.
And it has,
you talking about with David Banner on there, 8-Ball MJG.
Yeah.
Is it 8-Ball? Am I missing one person? And it is 8-Ball MJG, David Banner, and then
Rick Ross. Let's see.
Is Rick Ross on there?
I'm looking on there now. Yeah, it features Rick Ross, David Banner, 8-Ball, and MJG.
Okay, yep.
Came out in 08.
Yep, that was a dope song. I be
listening to stuff sometimes, every once in a while. Then if it was before 2013, you got me. Anything after that?
Timberlake dead and gone.
That's a good one. I ain't gonna front. I do like that one.
But he was rapping by himself. The old me can't go. You know, I
thought he was somebody's homeboy. What was the song about his home? When everybody's homeboy got killed?
That's Live in the Sky.
Live in the Sky. Okay.
That's the one with CeeLo, ain't it?
No, that's with Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Ups and downs.
Yep.
Come and go. Yeah,
I don't know. I'm sticking with I Miss My Homies.
I miss
my No Limit. I'm sticking with
No
it.
Limit. Okay.
Yep. I'll probably go with that.
I'm gonna go one on the fringes too. Lost Boys Renee.
Ooh.
Well, shit, do you throw in Troy?
Troy's a great that's a top fiver.
I think Troy might be like
it's top 5.
Right, like it's definitely top 5.
Yeah,
easy. Probably top 3.
Yeah, no, probably top 3.
I just saw something about Troy.
So tell me.
Like today.
I just Stacey, get your notepad. I just got an idea. We need to do, since we started opening the floodgates.
I'm not crying on camera again.
No. We need to a diss song tournament since we opened the doors for rap.
I think we said that yesterday.
We did,
didn't we?
Didn't we say that? I be intoxicated. I'm sorry.
You're always intoxicated, drug ass. That's why you don't remember that we talked about it yesterday.
We don't have one set up for next week anyway.
Yeah.
I know, but I wanted to do the one. We don't have to do it next week, but the new Negro spirituals with Swag.
Yeah.
You do need to do that one.
Since y'all talking about this, explain to everybody what y'all do in the group with the battles, the internal battles, like with the Crunk battle last week with Sean Phelan. And so since y'all talking about that, explain that to everybody. Listen.
Scott, you want to take it over?
Oh, okay. We just create our own little battles. We'll pick our own group against group. Stacey will put the vote option in the comments and let's let people comment away and vote. And there. The winner's on y'all. Y'all pick the winner.
Right. So rather than it could be an artist versus artist situation. Like last 2 weeks we've done artist versus artist, but usually it'll be a theme. So we've done top side chick songs versus side dude, or we called it the part-time lover battle.
Part-time lover.
So it was
Who won that? Who won that one? Who won that one?
Escape, wasn't it?
Escape, My Little Secret. So yeah,
Ooh,
but,
wow,
it was the cleanup women versus the maintenance men.
Yeah.
It was. And
We've done breakups.
We
We've
did
done
the best breakup
best
song.
R&B girl, best R&B guy, best R&B girl group, best R&B guy group.
We did the best Babyface. We had Babyface all against each other. Teddy Riley, all of his stuff, and then last week we did
duets.
We did Brian McKnight versus Joe. And then this week yesterday we did Who the Crunkest. So that was Lil Jon versus 3-6 Mafia. So it all just starts with talking like this and being like, we should do this versus that. And then over the weekend, I'll make a flyer or something, create the event in the group, and we'll sit there and think of either between me or Scott, we'll sit and create a list. So we're like, okay, are we doing this bracket style where we do like a Sweet 16, or are we just going to do
10 rounds?
We'll do 10 rounds. So if we do either way, and then one of us will create a track list, and then we'll go through and match them up. And we're like, okay, this needs to go against that. And then we present it to each other. And we'll be like, all right, this look right, this look good, or switch this out for that, and get ready to go on the air and post it up. And now since we figured out how to actually put the poll in the group, because before we had people just commenting, and we'd have to count, and people would be changing their votes and shit. So now you gotta, I can actually type it in, and you do the poll. They can vote on their screen and move on to the next one. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Definitely get some upsets in there, or you get people like Merv was pissed.
I didn't play that one song I told you.
I sent you 20 songs. You only played 5.
Like, he didn't have a chance.
He was really pulling for Big Rich Town too. I'm like, bro, we
I didn't know Big Rich Town was that love like that.
Oh man!
I knew when they put Trey Songz on and everybody was mad.
Yeah,
I think that's what did it.
I think that's people. It wasn't a bad song. Just people not used to change or not
people
receptive.
don't like change. They don't, and unless the change is better.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unless if the change is better, but if it's comparable, they're like, nah, they want what they already had. So, but I say this: you will, you definitely will see some upsets in these battles. Like you have a song that you just know is gonna take it all, and it does not. I think we've all had our moment, right? I know J.O. had what was the song that you thought that you was pissed about?
I can't remember, but it was on the sleepers list though.
I know Stacey was pissed about the Lauryn Hill and D'Angelo on the duet.
We did a duets and Nothing Even Matters. They got that the fuck up out of here, and I was like, what is happening? How dare
right, all right.
Yeah, they got Donnell Jones out the first round on the breakup. I sure had him going to the finals.
Right, got him the fuck up out of there. So that's
that's horrible. That's horrible.
But if we've learned nothing from doing this, is the importance of song selection. That's why we're like that playlist was trash. Like when we see these battles and we're like, what the hell are y'all playing? If somebody plays something, you got to be able to know what you could possibly counter with. Like just and go for it. Again, it's not about your personal favorite, because Scott and I will have some sleepers songs that we love. That was track number 37 back on the album from '88.
JB like, y'all sure y'all want this immature?
That's him. And they all be like, y'all play.
Stacey surprised me though. The one time with the Destiny's Child song.
Which one?
He was like, man, on the side. So on the side chick one, I wanted to play With Me by Destiny's Child, and he was like, that ain't gonna go. And I'm like, have you heard the song? And he was like, that's what I'm pointing. Don't nobody know that song. I'm like, I'm leaving it in. So whatever.
I thought you was gonna say Killing Time though. I thought you was gonna do Killing Time.
Killing Time With Me. I mean, the whole damn song about With Me is about her being a side chick and kind of getting sassy with the main broad. I'm like, so how can we not put this on the side chick battle?
But let's be honest. It's the Freak Hoes beat that guy. It ain't that
the Freak Hoes. I mean, the Freak Hoes beat helps. But that's not, but either way though, it's like it's a good song. And
Oh, it was.
I'm not a huge, y'all know I'm not a huge Beyonce Destiny Child song, but I know a good song when I hear it.
Yeah. And it actually was.
I know some songs about side chickery. I haven't always lived a good life. So
everybody up when they were like, I heard this since '98.
Exactly.
I'm voting for that.
It is. That's the fun part. Is like, again, with the sleepers, it's you can't always play a sleeper, like a song that you love, but you got to play something that the crowd is going to. And that's the one thing. If I've learned nothing from this, is that just because I like it, everybody else don't fuck with it. Everybody else don't remember it. People like J.O. too old to remember it.
Yeah, I be digging in the crates. And then you remember C.C. Peniston wrote that song. He
said C.C. Peniston.
I think Scott say some shit like some weird shit like it's common knowledge.
And then my ass to be like, yup.
But that's the thing. But we are R&B heads like that though. So it's like I'll be like, oh yeah, I know you're talking about Walk Away or something.
It's because like it's very, very rare that you meet somebody who knows the same songs that you do. Like, I never meet guys who remember the same shit that I do. And Scott remembers the same R&B from that time period that I do. It never.
But Stacey,
happens,
when you meet people that don't know Stacey and Scott ain't even Jay, don't you be like, dude, what were you doing with your childhood in the '90s? Like, how did you not know this song?
Like, did you have a radio?
What were you doing?
Dude, I didn't even have these people that had cable. I ain't have cable until I went to college. And I still knew this stuff.
I had the box.
That's what I'm talking about.
I had the box. That's
like, and y'all cats had BET,
what happens is,
Nickelodeon.
I meet a lot of guys who don't know a lot of, if it was a really popular R&B song, if it was on the radio, they know it. But for rap, they'll know all of the rap stuff, right? So it's that give and take. I may not meet a lot of guys who know a lot of R&B, but they'll know all of the '90s rap.
See, I know a lot of women that don't know a lot about R&B like they think they do, Stacey, too. Like,
they just listen to radio stuff.
Yep. They don't know, like, yo, Donnell Jones album, that Where I Want to Be album, if a dude put that on, it may be over.
Might be time to go. It's a lot of.
She may be mad because a nigga broke up with her playing Where I Want to Be.
Yeah. Oh, I did that 3 times.
It's so many relationships that ended in '98 because of that fuck ass song. Hey, that song came out and niggas was like, you know what? This song has gave me an idea. This nigga motherfucker spitting right here. So
he could have started a church after that song, like just for wayward niggas.
It is. I mean, it's like I said, it's not it's a lot of women. I mean, again, sometimes there are some guys who do know all the R&B, and Scott knows both sides of it. So it was weird to like years ago talking to him and realizing, damn, wait a minute, like, why do you remember the same shit I do? And then again, there's the iPod story of there's a music catalog that we shared that had everything from my brain and everything from his in one.
It was about 5,000.
It's like 5,000 songs. So anything that he may not have remembered,
he shared them together.
Mm-hmm.
So he had on my laptop, I had all this shit downloaded, stuff that I got from LimeWire, stuff that I put from CDs, all this shit. He had one of the iPad that looked like this. That was this big.
Yeah, with the spin wheel.
Hold on, y'all. I'm finna put y'all on. Y'all finna be.
I think it was the fourth generation classic.
Hold on. Right here in my office, right here.
I think it was bigger than that. I think it was whatever one was before that is the one that Scott had.
I have 20,000 songs on here right now.
So he had that, and something was going on with it. So we needed, and this is when you could still use that as a USB and be able to pull music off of it.
Yep.
So,
you still can.
Right. So we were able to pull it off of there and put it on my laptop and then put it on to somewhere else. But in the meantime, or put it on his laptop. So in the process of doing that, when you would pull stuff, it wouldn't give you the name of songs. It would put it like in an encrypted code, like it'd be ZDX4 or something. So you had to play the song, figure out what the fuck it was,
and then rename
it out to be able to label it. So and rename it. So in the process of doing that, again, you get everything that I had already and everything that he had. And so it ends up being like 4,000, 5,000 songs. And
is it like duplicates, or is it y'all had duplicates?
That's a lot of duplicates, yeah.
There was a lot of duplicates, but shit, even still. So let's say take the duplicates out, you got 3,500.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It was just insane. So just to both of us end up being inadvertently put each other on to other shit that was on there, because you're just playing the shit. So I ended up losing that laptop, but at some point in my Spotify library, there's deep in there, it says like iTunes Media or something, and from that old iTunes account, it has listed all those fucking songs, but I just can't access them. So it's like 3,600 songs in there. But I don't want to talk about it. Like it's mixtapes and shit.
It's a lot of exclusives in there.
Right. So it's a lot of so at that time, that's when Big Crit had first come out, when the first J. Cole, his first couple of mixtapes, when Big Sean would first come out. So
it was even something from the Force.
I had everything that the Force had to offer. Anything that the Force did, I had all of that shit. So all of that was there, and now, I mean, it's some things you can go back and get, but there's some stuff I know that I'll never get again. Like, so, I mean, I'm not a DJ. I'm not going to pay to do shit. So
yeah,
and then I have a smaller iPod that's might be downstairs. It's in my car. It's someone had stolen my iPod out of my car at a fucking rap battle. And I was at work talking about it, and my boss gave me his old ass iPod, so I was able to upload some shit on there. And so there's some things that I have there, but and that mug's old. It's the old charger for it, the big thick one, the big wide one. And I think
that's what this one got. That's what this one has. That's what this one.
Yeah, that mug don't work unless it's plugged in at all. So, but I guard it with my life until I can replace some of the things that don't. Because I think maybe the last. They've been updated since 2012. But like the last albums that got uploaded were Big Sean's Detroit mixtape and Magna Carta, like Holy Grail. I think those were the last.
When y'all had this conversation, I always get quiet because I get depressed because I lost everything the same way y'all did. It's a pain in my ass. Of course, I got these streaming platforms, but you got other shit like that you can't find.
But there's some stuff you can't find.
There's some stuff you're not gonna get.
And this is my thing, though. I want to have it just in case these places stop being in existence at some point. Because I got to see what day you wake up and it like Spotify they closed. Like what? They shut down.
And that's all it takes. Who knew we were? I mean, we lost Napster. Who knew we was gonna lose LimeWire? Yep. Right? It's just there's just certain things that you just can't, or there's certain versions of songs you just can't get anymore. Yeah. So it's like you had that version at one time, you're never gonna get it again. So
I had y'all ever heard the piano version of Dead Presidents from Jay-Z? Where somebody, this dude, I had to remake it myself. So somebody took the little doom, 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 and they basically played a piano and connected it into Dead Presidents. So it just remixed into Dead Presidents. So the original Dead Presidents won. And
we used to be roommates in college that made.
Is that what you?
Hey, no, I'm fucking around.
No. What I ended up doing is somebody on YouTube played the piano version. I ripped that and then took the other Dead President and mixed it myself to make that MP3 back.
Like I had the Gray album, Danger Mouse.
Yeah.
And so what's funny is, so the Gray album actually made me love the Black album. And it's not that I didn't love the Black album already or didn't like it, but for whatever reason, the Gray album because I mean, it's fucking Beatles, instrumentals. Yeah. So you can't pay attention to the beat, really. You really are going to focus on the lyrics. So the Gray album really made me love the Black album. I can't download the Gray album right now. I mean, somewhere out there is probably there. There's some torrent, some shit or whatever. I'm not doing that. But again, sometimes there's just stuff that you just can't go back and get. And that's what hurts. Is when you can't get some shit that you had before. It was hard enough getting it the first time.
Yeah.
And now you can't go back and get it.
I
So,
was so happy when I found Gmo when I first downloaded it.
nigga, when I got Gmo, my boy James was on LimeWire.
That's
and
why
found it.
every day, just everyday thing.
Yeah.
See, I got that. I still got that from college. I downloaded that in college, and I've saved it on every computer I've had.
Yeah, when he called me and was like, "Hey, I'm on LimeWire right now. Log in so that you can be able to get Gmo," and that's how I got it. Or I got that Gangsta Walking KO Kid Money.
Kid Money.
Yeah, Kid Money.
Yeah, that shit. There's like I said, there's just different versions of shit. Or
Only
hell,
thing
even
I know I can't find is the and I had it on my iPod. The back front side to side remix.
that's right there. Right there.
I can't find that anywhere.
Gonna find that motherfucker right now. What you talking about?
That
Well, man, everybody.
I'm sure I got that in my Serato for sure.
Yeah, you got that. Yeah, you played that before on your Serato.
That's that shit. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. That's that shit I'm talking about though. It's like when it's those songs that you just can't get again. And it's like, look, music industry, I get it. Y'all want y'all copyright shit, but fuck, can we just give us 24 hours to just let us download
The exclusive shit, like the shit y'all threw away that y'all threw away on some DJ Clue mixtape that was just my little joint that you don't even care about. You ain't getting no publishing.
Nigga, right? Mixtapes and shit that like just don't. It's not nowhere to be found. Hell, the it's first of the month. Bone. There's a version with these girls singing the hook of it.
Really?
Is it on YouTube? Can't find it on YouTube.
I think it is on YouTube.
Is it the girl? Is it the girl group they have?
Like so, it's the song, but it's the girl singing in the background.
So is it them? Is it the girl group that they had?
I don't know who the girls are, and that's the thing. I don't.
Remember that group they had? What was it called? Was it? It was not Mo Track. Was it? It wasn't Mo. It was.
Remember that?
Oh, it's called. Wait a minute. It is on YouTube. It's called the St. Clair Remix.
St. Clair Remix.
Wait a minute. Ooh. I hate the ads playing.
Everybody listening and typing just like we all are. It is featuring Trey. I said Trey. Yeah,
Right.
That's their group. They had that was on Mo Thugs.
Go get your welfare.
Wasn't one of them Lazy's wife?
Yep.
Oh,
Alicia. Yep.
Yeah, I'm saying one of them.
Yep. One of
Yeah,
them.
that song was it Rodeo? Was it
Rodeo with the white boy powder?
Rodeo.
I remember I bought that Mo Thugs album. It came out the same day Machiavelli came out, and the only reason I got it because I went the dude was like because it was I went to everybody know remember Blockbuster Music. I went to the one that was staying off Lindell, and I'm in line. No, everybody's getting Machiavelli, and the dude was like, "Yo, man, just say you getting this Mo Thugs out. I'll give it to you because nobody's bought it, and I need to get people to start buying it." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm getting that Mo Thugs album." He's like, "Oh, somebody getting that Mo Thugs album." I was like, "Oh, that came out," and then, so he gave it to me for free. So I got that Max Thugs at the same night at midnight.
What's it called? Family Reunion?
No, Family Scriptures.
This is all Mo Thugs.
Family. I know it was something family in it.
And then it was like, and then they had that little group, the girl group, Too True was my little group too. I had they stuff too downloaded for a long time. Like there was some all kind of music, man, back then, man. That was just special time period.
Sure, every Tuesday. We was waiting for Tuesdays back then.
Tuesdays, man. You like, man, I gotta have $20 by Tuesday. It's like a fiend.
Shit, even when we was doing ham radio, we would do ham radio Monday night and talk about what's dropping tomorrow. And that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
We were like, what's dropping tomorrow? This coming out tomorrow. That's coming out.
Just started dropping on Fridays. Like
they dropping on Fridays now.
About 2-3 years ago.
They start dropping on Fridays.
2 short years,
Jay, do you know why they start dropping music on Fridays? Or
I have no clue. Yeah, no clue at all, man. She just shifted. I don't know.
I just thought because everybody get paid on Friday.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That point.
Stacey, let everybody know you can hit her. Where can hit you up at?
My name is Stacey Adams. That is all one word. Adams with the Z and Stacey with an E.
Scott.
Find me everywhere.
Cool ass Scott, all one word. Instagram, Twitter, Scott Hilliard on Facebook. That's about it.
All right, Jay, where can you shoot up at, my man?
Joaquin Music, all platforms, IG, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter.
Is Joaquin spelled with a W?
No, it's actually with a Y. No, it's JOAQUINMUSICK everywhere. One word.
You know,
the
we got
J and the Q and the silent.
They start following Joaquin Phoenix. They'll be like, hold on, man, I'm following him.
I'm following the Joker.
Thank y'all for listening. As always, we'll be back next week. So we're going to have next week 112 versus Chicken Edge.
Yeah, we got to recap.
Bruh.
Stacey not gonna know nobody. Stacey not gonna know who anybody is. She'll be like, "Oh, that was that one song I liked."
That was like, "Oh, they sang that." I didn't know. I'm gonna learn everybody's name. I'm gonna learn everybody's name by next Thursday.
Monday night is gonna be a big wedding reception.